Alright, today we're going to talk about Warhammer. Is it really as expensive as it has, kind of always has said it's been? Personally, I don't think so anymore. Really, honestly, you can get Warhammer started for about $100 and be done. Like, you can spend $100 and you can play. Now, it might not be all the models you want to play, and granted, things will get more expensive if you buy more models, but honestly, it's really not that expensive anymore. One thing that a lot of people I think have an issue with, and why the game gets so expensive for some people, is they buy multiple armies. Um, Honestly, you can spend about $300 the cost of a 360 and have a good sized army. Um, Especially with the start collecting boxes and stuff like that. $85 for one of those, and then you buy a couple of elites, a couple of heavies, and then 2 more troops or something like that. You spend about $300 and you're pretty much good. You can play that army for a very, very, very long time. So, you know, what was it? Yeah, like I looked it up, and I think a typical Marines army at about 2,000 points will run you about $300 US. That's what it was. Um, that gives you plenty of versatility. You can, and granted, this was just me adding it up in my head. This is not an exact number. Don't go quote me on it. But you can pretty much get away with murder with this stuff. Nowadays, they have the new kill teams. One, it allows the game to be faster. 2, it allows you to get into the game cheaper. And then 3, you have to keep up with less models. You don't have to paint as much. And you can pretty much just like bang out games all day. Basically, they have like already recommended box sets, quote unquote. It's just like sets that guys from GW, I guess, have set up. And then, but you can pretty much build your own kill team now. But more or less, I'm pretty sure it's like a troop and an elite, I want to say. And that's pretty much how you play the game. But it costs about $100 to get it started, and that's it. And then you can, they have the kill team box sets that come with a booklet and everything, but you can just buy the booklet, for $20 or whatever it is. Then you pretty much have the rules, and you're good to go. There's also the start collecting box sets, like I had said earlier. Those are $85 instead of $100, and that pretty much gets you your own tiny army. It gives you an HQ, a troop typically, and either an elite or a heavy. So you have all those. So I mean, honestly, you and a friend could go buy 2 box sets, spend what is that, $170, and you're both basically, you just paint them, put them together, paint them, and you're both able to play each other right off the bat there. And, plus like borrowing your dad's, or, going and buying a, tape measure and then a set of dice. And really that's all you need. So we're talking $200 and you're good to go for you and a friend. And then not to mention, nowadays they also have the box sets. We have Dark Vengeance, Death Watch, and Overkill. So Overkill is Gene Stealer Cult, and it's either Black Templar or Death Watch. And then you have Dark Eldar and Death Watch, and you have Dark Vengeance, which is Chaos Cultists, Chaos Marines, and Space Marines. So you have those box sets. Those are out there. There are still some box sets for Battle for McCraig, but they're like $300 or $400. And there are some box sets still out there for Assault on Blackreach, which are Ultramarines and Orcs. So there's still very much a good chance. A lot of those are $150 to $200. Like I said, that pretty much gives you pretty much the measuring tape, the templates. I'm pretty sure, yeah, measuring tape should be the templates, the dice, and you're pretty much good to go. Yeah, pretty simple. So all in all, honestly, the game's really not that expensive anymore. I mean, you can spend tops $200 and you can play. I mean, if you're just wanting to play, and keep it cheap. But if you really, really, really want to get into like a big army, I mean, $300. I mean, honestly, that's about as much as you're gonna pay for an Xbox 360 or something like that nowadays, or Xbox One or whatever you kids have it nowadays. I don't know. I still have a Nintendo 64, and that's it. So, anyways, yeah. So honestly, the game's not as expensive as it used to be, especially with the start collecting box sets and things like that. So get out there and get playing, guys. Have a good night.